From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Mexico City. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brand, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw it. Minshew toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Milton Williams, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And Carlson missed it. Hold it to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Looked like you might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Barkley off tackle left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Running left, it's Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And a call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
With the score, Eagles 8, Raiders 0.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw right side complete to Dotson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And bulldozing his way through. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This short throw caught by Goddard. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Hey, Silver. Hey, easy, 63, back. No.
Throwing is Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
No touch.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to let it go again. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Reed Blankenship, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Going to run with Madison again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Minshew. Rolling to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. 3rd and 19. Here's Minshew. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Play action. Here's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Zachary Carter got in there that time for the sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a 1st down?
They'll run with Barkley, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2nd and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He lets it go deep from there. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
This is 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's 1st down. Minshew. He goes underneath to Abdullah. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Reed Blankenship, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the fourth. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here's Minshew. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets past one man, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.